Today, we're talking about a woman whose name still brings back memories for classic Hollywood fans, Stella Stevens. Maybe you've come across one of her old film clips online, or perhaps you've seen people celebrating her timeless beauty and unforgettable screen presence. But there's much more to her story than glamour alone. Behind the famous smile was an actress who spent decades proving she was far more than just another Hollywood star. Before we dive into today's story, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go back to the beginning. Long before she became a familiar face on movie screens, Stella Stevens was simply a young woman with big dreams. Born in Mississippi and raised during a time when breaking into Hollywood was anything but easy, she didn't have a guaranteed path to success. Like countless hopefuls, she had to earn every opportunity that came her way. Then everything began to change. In the late 1950s, Hollywood started to notice her. Audiences couldn't ignore her natural charm, confidence, and magnetic screen presence. It wasn't long before major studios came calling, and suddenly Stella Stevens was appearing alongside some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry. Her performances quickly made it clear that she wasn't just another beautiful face. She had charisma, comic timing, and the ability to command attention whenever she stepped onto the screen. But here's the thing. For many people, her beauty became the headline. Magazine covers, publicity photos, and glamorous appearances often overshadowed the work she was doing as an actress. While the industry celebrated her looks, Stella Stevens continued building a career that stretched across comedies, dramas, westerns, and television. She refused to be limited to a single image. As the years went on, she appeared in dozens of films and television series, working with respected actors and directors across multiple generations. Every new role showed another side of her talent. She adapted as Hollywood changed, something many performers struggle to do. While trends came and went, she kept finding ways to stay connected with audiences. But success in Hollywood rarely comes without challenges. Like many actors of her era, Stella Stevens experienced the changing nature of the film industry. New faces arrived, audience tastes evolved, and opportunities became different from what they once were. Instead of disappearing completely, she continued working, embracing television and independent projects while remaining appreciative of the career she had built. What many people admired most was her professionalism. She approached acting as a craft rather than simply a path to fame. Even after decades in the spotlight, she remained connected to the fans who had supported her from the very beginning. That kind of longevity isn't something every Hollywood career achieves. Now, when people rediscover Stella Stevens through classic movie clips, vintage interviews, or old photographs shared across social media, they're not just looking at another actress from Hollywood's golden years. They're remembering someone who represented an era of cinema that still captures people's imagination today. Her story isn't simply about beauty or fame. It's about resilience, consistency, and making a lasting impression in an industry that never stops changing. Decades after her biggest films, people still recognize her name, revisit her performances, and celebrate the contribution she made to classic entertainment. Because in the end, Stella Stevens wasn't remembered only for how she looked. She was remembered for the career she built, the audiences she entertained, and the legacy she left behind. And that's the kind of story that continues to live on long after the cameras stop rolling.